just God's joke. Gigi,
Yeah.
you knew all along.
Well, what else to say about that?
I mean, nothing. I'm too noisy. I'm this. I'm that. Nothing.
Yeah, not true, not real.
None of it. No pride, no arrogance. Nothing.
Yeah.
No gratitude. Just nothing. No peace, no happiness. Nothing. Initially, I start with this goal, like peace, for not suffering, but it's even deeper than this.
It is deeper, but also this is it. This came out of it also. All this. It didn't come from nowhere. It comes from nowhere, but it comes from this, and this is it. And this is part of its play, its dance, and it's not for nothing.
Yes.
Because without this, you cannot know this.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
So when that first shone in such clarity, there was first, like I told you, I could not feel reference for some meaning. I could not. It was not there. I could not find. I'm using it now that I could not find. So something is there that knows, that searches for the old reference. It searches for that. And that is important. That search is important. You can say, but even that is not it. Yes, it's not it. But it's part of the process of seeing itself.
Yes.
That this intelligence is there, working to try and, somehow to clarify itself, to find something. So they couldn't find anything for this person I'd been so long taking myself to be, even though some very deep and profound experience of the self and of my play in God, my life in God, and all of this. But then I could not see anything. There was nothing there. But obviously there was the seeing that there's nothing there. That was present, and that's happening in and as something. There is a seeing of all of that, and the joy arising in that, or the initial sort of sense of shock of not finding the thing that was expected. And it's just immeasurable. I don't even feel I can say I called it me. There was just immeasurableness. And then somehow this flash of love came for Papaji. That's what happened. Like that was an important part of this also. That Papaji is it. You understand? It was a kind of anchor, but it was Papaji is that. And then I realized that until then I was preventing myself from loving that, or I was not able to love that because I hadn't reached me yet. I hadn't reached this place yet. So then the mind has a lot of excuses for why this is not and that is not. But when that happened, then this love came, and I realized that that was how it came. That it came through this form to announce this magnificence, And then I just felt this whole body was just running towards to me to. I just wanted to be at Papaji's feet. It was the only place in the world that felt like a place to be. And so there is something there. We can say it is beyond all these things. It is beyond all these things. It is beyond. It's not anything. It's not mother nor father. It's not anything. And yet it is playing as love in such a powerful way, or of tremendous. Just something is acting out, playing out everything. And I could never say for myself that I couldn't find in myself to say Papaji is nothing. You understand? Yes, he's nothing. He is the nothing, but he's not nothing to me. It's still who am I to say that? I don't know. Just the love of the beingness, or something is there. That. But it was all the same. It is the same. It is the nothingness, the emptiness, the fullness, the nobodiness. All of that is all in this. It's all in this. Because this body is going to continue, and some intelligence is going to continue, and you're still going to want some ice cream on a Thursday night at 7:30, and you're still going to, know your family and see them and so on. But from the place of an absence and the presence at the same time, and you can't explain this. There's no need to explain it. But your mind and your reasoning don't belong to you anymore. It's all the universe is reasoning through this body, looking through this body, relating through this body, enjoying the sense of self in its uniqueness. Somebody wrote a letter to me. How can I don't see how it's possible now to have a relationship. I can't have a relationship. How can this have a relationship? There's no relationship. There's nothing. Is it possible for a master to have a partner, or to enjoy sex or something? Because I feel these energies and I don't know where to go with them. And I wanted to take it to Satsang and to talk about it. Does a master still feel for ice cream? Does he feel hungry? Does he feel to go for a walk? Of course, all these feelings can be there. All the feelings, everything can be there. But he knows, you're not that. In fact, it's so childish to even say you are not it or you are it. The functioning of life is continuing. The birds are still singing. You may start to, the pores of your senses may begin to open up, and you are much more sensitive. Something is more sensitive, and more sensitive functioning is taking place. You don't become dead. You're dead of ego. But you're fully alive as what is, finding expression in all of this. The expression is in all of this. It doesn't have to deny itself. No, it only denied the egoic garments that made it feel separated. So I feel this body is here. The sense of presence is in this body. That is there. But it's not my limit. It's not my contours. You see? But I'm here also in this. And it's made to be so. I'm also here in this, and this, and that. You see? But in such a way that in each body, this realization has to happen through the taste of individuality, and must wake up with true individuality in each body. And yet I know that it is the same place the arrival of that seeing will come back to me. It's like this. So whether it takes now or some other lifetimes, it seems to be something it seems like it's already written. It's all in the totality. And I don't see the totality surprising itself, except by creating this marvelous dream of duality and playing through it and playing lost and I'm not worthy and all of this kind of stuff, and then I'm worthy, or that was my ego, and going through all of this stuff. And if you say, well, I didn't see what the point was, then you missed the point. No. Because it is great.
Yes.
It is part of it. The pains and the sorrows and the joys and the surprises and the letdowns and the if you begin to see it with a broadness in yourself, that never curse anything. It says, my God, this pain is bitter in the body. It's like aloe vera on the tongue. But, it belongs to this moment to be like this. So we just fall into silence. In the beginning, it is right that we feel all these things. You say, but it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing, and it's even nothing of nothing. And you feel, where's the place for anything? There's never been anything. There's nothing ever happened. There's never ever going to be anything happen. There's no God. There's no you. There's no me. There's oh my God. There's who's saying oh my God? And you go through all of this, and then you settle down. And you say, thank you for this water. Very good. Very good. And somehow you find that truth is alive in every ordinary thing. And everything has its place. Nothing exists independent. You can pick up a stone from here. It is separate from the rest of it, but it is also the rest of it. If something feels and sees the natural connection that cross the boundaries of the uniqueness of each element and all that they can make. It's just like that. But after a while, the excitement just calms down, and you see a very grand seeing that is the person and the personality and the ego, and not the ego, and the mother and not the mother, and the father not the father, and this life but not the life, and the me but that's not the me, and it's the you, and it's the God, and it's not the God, yet it's the God, and the God is everything, but it's nothing, and all. You see all of this, and still at the same time there's no confusion at all. This is the beauty. It doesn't say, but how can this be if this is? No. It's all same.
Can I tell you, Mooji? I don't know, I always felt so much love for you, so much love. And many times just this voice would be inside, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then what is happening last days is that something inside cannot find the you, like, I don't know what you would be.
No, this is very beautiful.
So I always felt that there is love which is felt inside here for you, that I don't know, something always felt that there needs to be some separation, but it's like all of this is the same as the love I feel for you, and I don't know who's you, and I don't also know who feels this love. It's just hard for something inside to accept this.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't need to be in order to be seen. There is so much space in that. Maybe that is the ultimate expression of love, you can say, maybe, when you cannot find the other, even the most loved. You cannot find it independent, because you are behind and beyond the finding. You are there, and it's not a shared space. I think that must be the love, the culmination of love, the consummation of love, that the other vanishes. So you see, again, in this love, you took away death from me now, because if this death happens, then I'm in you, so I am living as you. This is probably how you save the whole world. I can't even have an individual death anymore now. because she swallowed me. I disappear. And if I'm nowhere in you, how can I die in you?
I'm yours. Completely.
Maybe these kind of words have not really ever been heard in this place, in this region, with the meaning that they come with. Maybe those type of feelings have never really come, never really happened here. Maybe who's to say in Alentejo with all these that the words are spoken here like that.
It's such a funny thing, even when it's quite clear that it's exactly as you say, but there's still such sweetness in the master relationship, as like there's such sweetness in the knowledge that it's part of the play, but it's still just so beautiful.
It's all this nectar, it's called nectar. Nectar means the sweetness of God. This is very, very sweet. But there's no diabetes in this one. Yeah? This beauty. Now we don't want to go to sleep. Only when we were children we didn't want to go to sleep. And now we don't want to go to sleep. Because some people, they just want to go to sleep because they want to forget the way they experience this waking state. But now we are beginning to experience the waking state from this place. And we don't want to go to sleep also. We squeeze every little moment out of the waking state just to be in this nectar. How can things be so right and so beautiful on so many levels? Usually things are kind of like okay on one level, and on other levels it's not so okay. But when you are that, which itself is, then on every level you find you're okay. Even in the trouble, you're okay. It is okay. More than okay. Okay is not a satisfactory word. Such intelligence have not really, it's not common to say that in this nothing, where it's just this emptiness, and yet there is a fullness in it. It's not easy when we learned everything with a sort of linear mind to comprehend such a thing. That some of the greatest beauty will be beheld with empty eyes, empty heart. You feel, no, you need to have a lot of experience, a lot of study in order to perceive the highest thing, whatever that is. Truly, after a while, maybe the satsang becomes so saturated that it ends up just being popcorn bursting out of the pot. The popcorn start to jump out of the pot. I watched it one time being made. It started off very quiet, swirling around, and then they start to jump out the pot. Something starts to burst open. Look at this little bird on the side of the fence there, it's so happy. And very good.
Stay out the witness. Be one with this. Just be the witness. Be one with this. Stay as the witness.